What's up, Pokemon League Championship fans? It is week 4. We are giving away Giratina. It's been a pretty crazy week. Just some good stuff going on. As always, I am your host and CEO, Ian. With me today, I have my usual co-hosts for this season, Zach and Dan.
Yo.
Oh, Dan must not have heard me. I said Dan. Alright, so maybe some technical difficulties on Dan's side, I don't know. We'll find out later in the stream.
Get it out, though.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Hey.
We'll figure it out. But
There
I
you
can
go.
I can hear you guys, so. Anyway, we're giving away Giratina this week. This is holding the Grievous Orb. It's got some cool moves, you know, it's a cool Pokemon, shiny, that kind of stuff. If you want this Pokemon, you can drop a Magikarp into GTS asking for a Giratina level 100, and you can let us know in chat so we can send it out. We're going to be giving these away for the next rest of the stream, so just drop a Magikarp in there and you can get your very own shiny Giratina.
Hashtag get yo spooky boys.
Spooky boys. So while I show you guys myself giving away Giratinas, why don't we talk about this week?
Show me your pretty face.
Spoilers, first of all, we're missing a match again. Unfortunately, Speakman surrendered to Jordan, so we do not have that footage. They didn't get to battle. It's unfortunate. I'm not going to really talk much about that subject, but we're down one battle, basically, so it's going to be a little bit of shorter stream.
Yeah.
So this week we had a couple of really interesting matchups. I mean, like, Aris versus Dan was in here, you versus Jay, Zach. It was me versus John, this is his second season. And then the first match we're going to lead with, I'm not showing it on the screen right now, but it's Mike versus Jay Wade. So lots of possible upsets this
Well, all right, guys.
week. What's up?
I'm gonna pose a question. We are now a month into this tournament. Matches aside, what are your thoughts so far? Like, as far as like this meta, like
Rather
everything
hectic.
that's developed, like how are y'all feeling about it?
I got anxiety.
Anxiety.
I'm actually surprised I'm not surprised, a little disappointed, but it's not anybody's real fault that we don't have as many Uber drops transfers. Like, I thought we'd see a lot more like Uber work going on, and we're not, unfortunately.
I think a lot of it has to do with, like, we can only have like up to 2 asterisks on our team, so like those 2 asterisks have to be really, really good.
Yeah,
Well,
and
like-
also you form your team around them.
That's
like-
the main thing. Like, for Mike, for example, he's already got Coco Zekrom. Like, he's already got like a huge rain course set around it. Like,
Yeah,
and
like-
he wants to change his Ubers. He's gonna have like
He's gonna have to
weeks and weeks of
completely like
screwing around
decompromise
his
his,
team.
completely compromise his whole squad. So it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't really leave you a lot of room to like play.
Yeah. Hello, guys?
It's like you
Okay,
just
there
you
we
just
go.
don't have the room for it, because it's like, why take this niche Pokemon that's cool over something that you actually need to have?
I think a lot of people right now already have like strategies set up. There's like a few snagglers here and there who are still trying to figure out what they can set up with.
I
They're
can
just trying to
probably
roll around.
I can probably safely say, unless like some crazy shakeups happen, my asterisks probably aren't changing until at least mid-season at best.
We'll see.
Yeah, I've got some pretty good ones myself. But
Arrow's actually been pulling in clutch.
yeah. I have been getting some cool things going on. Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to write this Twitter ad for our things. I like how the meta's coming up. I think a lot of people are getting like really cool teams, and there's some really cool plays getting to see. Like, last week was a really cool week. And unfortunately, when it's early on, some people, it's easy to get discouraged if you've lost like the first 4 weeks. I mean, I get that. But like, there's 13 weeks, you totally have a time to like bring that back around. So that's something to consider, definitely. If you're feeling down about what you're doing right now, like you can definitely turn it around with some really clutch plays.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, hell, like look at me last season. Like I had one of the worst starts, and I ended up winning the whole thing. Like it was like,
don't worry,
but I mean, like it was like for like at least like 3 or 4 weeks, like I was just straight loss after straight loss. Like it was super disheartening, but like like I pulled it back. I was like looking at my team, and I was like, what I've been doing so far is not working, so let's fix it. And I slowly but surely got there.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can do it. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of dedication.
And then seeing like one of the things I think is interesting is that we have like teams like Mike and me and like Aris and you and like Dan that have these like solid cores built up around them. You know what I mean? And like we have these teams that like it's hard to make changes now.
Oh no, absolutely. Like every trade like is like impactful.
Your opponents start like keeping track of your stuff now. Like, oh, he's clearly not going to change it, so I can be prepared with the stuff.
Yeah.
Problem is, hope you're getting prepared with the stuff you currently own. Is the question.
Yeah, and then when to like let go of something. Like one of the things interesting this week to note is like Comfy, I had tried a couple times and I played around in testing with it, and like it's a great Pokemon, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work on my team necessarily, and like Jay was sitting on Stoutland, you know what I mean, and it wasn't really working for him, and I was like, he was like, what's up with Comfy? I was like, I mean, this, maybe Stoutland if you'd be down. He was like, I'd do Stoutland. I was like, sick. And that's an example of like 2 really good Pokemon that just weren't like pulling their weight on that team. You know what I mean? And we did that trade, and like I think it's gonna be mutually beneficial for sure. Like Comfy just wasn't doing his thing for me.
Gives you access to Sandrush user to use with T-Tar, and then you can even bring double Intimidate too.
Yeah, exactly. The Intimidate support.
We got a few mutually beneficial trades this week.
Oh, definitely.
Mike's got the Drifloon he got from the trade this past week.
People still don't like trading me.
I don't think anybody has like a grudge against trading you.
Oh, I have a grudge against trading people this week.
It's funny because like people remember that all that stuff went down in the chat about people saying like, oh, you were robbing Jay Wade, and like everybody being like, Jay Wade, you got to come talk to people about these trades. And then like this week, like one of the first things is before the thing opens, Jay Wade's in my DMs like, what's up, like what's going on, like what do you think I should do? And I was like, well, I definitely think you should talk to Mike. like my whole thing is between me and Jay Wade is like I am a good sparring partner, but I'm not really good like at coaching. Like I can't really explain to you how doubles works super well. I can just show you. You know what I mean?
It's better.
But like Mike's a really good tutor in that department. I mean, like so he's a better fit for Jay Wade's current skill level.
He just needs to find a good mentor right now. I feel
he kept saying like I do better in singles, and I believe him. I believe you do better in singles. And honestly, like once you get good at doubles, like singles, and this is no offense to people that play singles, but singles is easy and it's fucking boring. Straight up. Like it's boring. It's just a bunch of like clutch protect switches into like type advantage and then switches out of disadvantages, and it's like it's just a bunch of swapping and blocking and stalling, and stalling is so much more powerful in singles, and it's way shittier.
It's really slow. The game in doubles is a lot faster, a lot more aggressive, and like we have stuff that's tanky, but we don't have things that are just. My only job is to eat a hit, cast a wish, and then spam protect so I don't die.
Dude,
you can't really do that in doubles.
In single, well, you can if you have a Vaporeon, but in singles, man, I straight won I think it was the second match of season 1 finals, because we did singles in season 1 against Aris. with Toxic Stall Vaporeon. Like, he just 8 hits and, like, you died.
There's a very few, like, select mons that can, like, get away with it. Certain things don't really work nearly as well in doubles as they do in singles.
Yeah, like, for instance, when I was building singles teams, I would think about, like, support medics. Like, I would have, like, Vaporeon, and I would do, like, Vaporeon and Frostlass on the same team as, like, pivot wish medics and stuff. And, like, that shit does not fly, and, I mean, it can, but you gotta be way smarter about it.
It's really risky, honestly.
Alright, so I just got one final question before we get into these battles. I'm sorry I'm taking up all y'all's time.
How dare you?
Dan, I want to hear from you because you are a new competitor. You have just
Me?
like this is no, Dan. I've heard enough from you.
I thought you said Ian. Honestly, I was just like, what?
No.
All right, yeah,
Anyway.
Dan, you're new to the season.
So Dan, you are a new competitor. You have played before in off-season tournaments, but like this is your first like big gig, and you have done very
Big
well
gig.
for yourself.
This is
so
a gig,
far.
just so you guys know.
But you know, you've done very well for yourself so far, and you know you have a lot to be proud of. But I have to say, like as a new competitor coming into this meta, where you're seeing like a whole bunch of powerful like legendaries and like all this stuff, like overall, like how did you feel coming into it versus how do you feel now?
At first, it was really intimidating because I've only played against Reese and Mike once, for example, outside of this, which were the color
And they're just kind of infamous in general.
Yeah, they're very strong players. This is the first time I've ever done anything with like these big monsters. Which meanwhile, my team has literally nothing in the Uber tier list. Mike's got Zekrom. I've got the best thing I have is some OU tier stuff. After a few weeks of getting into it, like it's kind of like the same as like any other like competitive standpoint I've been in this game, where it's also mostly anxiety based, where I get worried about a lot of stuff and overthink before the battle happens.
It's so hard.
That's
But then as soon as
that happens to everybody, man. Like, we all do it.
And honestly, I feel like with all like the powerhouses in this meta, it's like one misplay, man. It sets you back so far.
That's the thing, and it's also the thing that's been like actually
People don't want
ironically really
Giratina.
good. I've been ironically really good with me too. Is that like the fact that like I have to worry about like a potential misplay screw me over and makes me have to think a lot better, make me focus a lot better. It's been a good season. I mean, obviously I'm undefeated, but like
Don't tell Zach. You know, you guys aren't seeing what I'm doing on the DS.
But it's been good. It's been interesting. It's been fun. A few of my wins here and there, I've been like really pumped up and happy about. Which like I've been happy about with like other tournaments.
I think you've done surprisingly well, though, especially under the pressure of like a league style season, and it's your first time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like in this meta, like I explained it to Jay Wade, like this meta's not easy. Like,
Speakman came around, did the same thing last year. Like he came out just wild.
Well, I mean, like you look at this season and then you look at our season and like season 2, like the power's off the scale. Like I mean, like last season, like Ian was like yelling at me, "You're gonna put Excadrillo on the list? How could you?"
No, I was not talking about Excadrill. I was talking about I banned the Tapus last year and stuff.
Well, no. I was just saying, like, you know, like last season 3, I was gonna put Excadrill on the list, and you're like, "Yo, you can't put Excadrill on the list. He's broken. He's too good."
I
and
did not say that about Excadrill.
You did.
I pray it's likely as fuck that I said that about somebody else. It's likely as fuck that I said that about somebody else, but not Excadrill.
I see you moving them Latios over there, boy.
Shut up, man.
Anyway, man, what the hell, Ian?
Nobody's asking for Giratinas. Alright,
So
while we're done, you guys have seen me give away some Pokemon. I'm gonna do that in the background. You can still get your Pokemon. Just drop a Magikarp into the GTS asking for a level 100 Giratina, and I will send that out to you. In the meantime, we are off to our replays. Oh, now you can see me. Yay. Let me get this mic out of the scene.
Ian, I'm just giving you a heads up. Nightbot is saying something in the chat, so check that out.
It's like explaining like draft styles and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if he did it on purpose.
Yeah, you see, Steven triggered it with the rules thing.
Yeah.
We have certain like commands set up that you could just like they're not timed. They like you can just enter in a command, and then like for instance, what was what's this command? It's like shahao or something like do you remember, Steven? What is it? God, it's this one for like when I was doing the shiny chain for Ho-Oh, and like every time Ho-Oh comes on Gold and Silver, it's like Shao or whatever, and we had a little command for that. But anyway, that's just the Nightbot commands.
Yeah.
Let's just get into these matches.
Yeah, we're getting into it.
Hurry up.
First week of Mike versus Jay Wade.
Yes.
So the first time we're seeing no Coco, which is a little bit surprising, but
no, I think if you look at
smart.
If you look at the first Mon on Jay Wade's team, you know exactly why he didn't bring Coco.
Nidoking's a good threat.
Oh no, I meant the Raichu that gets speed in electric terrain.
That's true. I actually completely forgot Jay Wade actually had that. But so we still got the Zekrom. Zekrom is just good no matter what, unless your opponent has like 6 fairy types.
Zekrom is just a huge wall breaker.
So we're bringing out the Drift.
I don't like that his team is so good.
Dude,
I don't like that your team is so good.
But so we
literally can't talk.
My team is very timid. It's modest.
Oh my god.
But
poor Jay Wade.
Going on, Mike's brought he brought the Driploom, which is usually very infamous in doubles for being paired with any Tapu. When you pop a seed for the unboot, burden speed boost, and it's just like a good support with Tailwind and Lotus, and sometimes with Linto. I'm wondering if what he brought to burn, what item to burn, since he doesn't have a terrain. But he's also got a really strong. He's got Luke, who's really good with one of the better Swiss swimmers in the game with fake out support. Pelipper for obvious rain, and so he's got double wind. Lantern's a good water absorber and volt absorber, so that's a little bit of a mixed match here. It's a little bit bulky, but does some decent damage. I'm interested to see what he's doing with the Drapion here. Drapion can go a few different ways, honestly. He can even bring Toxic Spike, to be honest with you. Probably not in this match because of Nidoking absorbing him, but we're interested to see.
You know, just knock off support in general is strong.
Yeah. Jawade,
Jawade? Is that what you said? Did you just say Jawade?
Yeah.
I guess that's a good way to pronounce it. Jawade.
So Jawade brought Alolan Raichu, more than likely expecting for Tapu Koko to come. I can't talk. Koko to come in. Even without it though, without the speed boost, it's still really fast. It's got a good offensive typing and fake. Nidoking, just in general. Abomasnow.
Oh, real quick, Dan.
Like
sorry to interrupt. So Mike said in chat, he said he thought he was going to bring Tapu Fini, so it actually had Misty Seed on the Drifloom.
Oh, that's.
He was trying to call it.
That's a mind read. So but
that would have been a sick call too.
That would be sick.
They both outplayed each other.
Yeah. So we also have Abomasnow, which even without like really any snow support, like any slush rushers or just ice, it's good to just turn off that rain because Zekrom and rain is scary, and just turn off the Swiss Swim too.
He should get the Alolan Sand Slash. Like fuck, man, he needs that.
Nah, he just dropped Abomasnow.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, he did. He did just drop Abomasnow after the match. He's finally bringing that Snorlax in.
I tried to tell him to do that, but he was just...
I didn't even think about it because it wasn't on the wire until Jay already did his drop.
So we bring out the Cresselia here. Cresselia's just good tanky with or without Trick. It's mostly no Trick Room, but she's also got the Snorlax finally bringing it, because Snorlax is a huge monster. And he brought the Unburdened... What's his name? Freaking Lucha, which I'm wondering if try like Mind Games with like Electric Seed ago.
Maybe.
They
this is
outplayed
kind
each
of-
other.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting.
They
bringing stuff
outplayed
that we
each
don't.
other. That's all it was. They
Yeah.
they both knew what the other one was gonna do, and neither one did.
So he's like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I'm not gonna do it either.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So
we
y'all-
can start if you want.
Alright,
ready?
well, hang on. There's a countdown that we do now.
There's a countdown.
Oh yeah. No, I forgot we do countdowns.
Alright, it go 1, 2, 3, go. You do it on go. So awesome. It's a little bit of a slow start because I put music to these for the commentators to hear, but it's not license-free music, so I can't play it.
No, Steven, you gotta wait for the result of the match. You're just leading with Drapion,
Right, you need a king.
and over here we have the Raichu start. I do like this move. Sometimes it's telegraphed, but I feel like it was just switch out Drizzle, which immediately turns Swift Swim or Ludicolo, which is it's always nice. It's a surprise factor here and there. I think Raichu's actually I do it. Ludicolo after the rain, or does it count?
I think the ability didn't come into effect until
Oh,
afterwards.
really? That's unfortunate. I mean, it didn't. The turn really didn't do anything. What needed? I didn't. This is the first misplay. I feel like Nidoking should have just got out of there because now it's just one shot by the Scald. You really needed to keep that.
Oh my.
Well, he did
God.
switch in. He switched in Pelipper. So.
Why did you encore the one that's faster than you? Why did you not kill the one that's 4 times weak to electric?
Because
Yeah,
remember,
well,
he just switched him in.
No, that was
this is
that,
turn.
that was literally turn 2.
Oh,
Turn
wow.
2 was turn 1 was
Yeah, he just let Pelipper do its thing.
yeah.
Pelipper just set up tailwind.
You do get the helping hand on the Raichu, so you know you get the Marcelli with the Scald because Ludicolo doesn't really need to like be a sweeper. It just needs to be really spread. Like, just be a major annoyance. And we have a Z coming out, obviously from Raichu. This is psychic though. I was expecting an electric Z move, but
Does helping hand even?
What?
it's psychic. It's
Are
shattered
you,
psychic.
are you telling me that we're still not thunderbolting this Pelipper?
No,
it
the-
doesn't
like,
have Thunderbolt.
Why are we hitting the things that don't matter as much?
Yeah, he just one
Well,
shot. He goes for the
one-shots it.
yeah, he does one shot. He gets the kill. It's probably not the better kill, but at the same time,
I don't understand, guys. I don't.
I mean,
Somebody
it's
want a Giratina.
So bring out the Drapion now, so we can start. Good
Well,
against Cresselia just because it's
now he's in a bad position because this
Yeah.
Drapion is gonna mess up anything.
Cresselia's already down. Cresselia didn't really do anything there. Just gets knocked out by the.
Could have baited.
I'm wondering where these. Yeah, I don't know where decks are at, honestly. Just spam
Yeah,
Scald.
I definitely feel like he doesn't protect.
Dead.
Yeah, and Raichu's down. Gets one kill. And that's I don't know if.
Yes, thank you for asking the question that I've been trying to ask, Mizu. Why is this bird still alive? Why is...
Should have been dead
So-
3 turns ago, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the
So,
audacity
here
of
comes
Jay
the
to just leave it out there too, like, you know what I mean?
You
Like,
mean Mike?
Like
bad,
Mike
yeah, I
was
meant
just
Mike.
like, Mike was just like, you know, he's not going to ever attack this Pelipper, so it's fine.
There's
I
a
mean,
potential-
obviously, Pelipper just has redirection
Oh,
support. Oh, use the move on the
Ooh.
other.
I did not like that. Self-destruct on the Snorlax. I don't
Oh
think
no!
it's I mean, he got the Pelipper out, but
It didn't even have Focus Sash. Thunderbolt would have killed it.
we don't talk about the ifs and whats. Why would you go for
Oh,
it?
oh,
That's
we
a
talk-
nuclear option. That Snorlax could have done some more shit.
yeah,
And
honestly.
also, I don't understand why I did it with the Ghost type out there.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been one thing to hit both.
So we got the Snow Warning set up with this is the only form of weather we have now with the Pelipper out of the picture.
But it's
So now he's
pretty
at.
much too late.
Now he's at.
Oh, this is that's right. This is what he brought up week 1. It's got acrobat with no item. So we have a Z move coming out in the drink. I think this is dark. Dark? No, it's poison.
No, it's
Oh.
poison. Remember, he brought this Drapion.
He was
to
thinking of
counteract
Tapu
that
Fini.
Fini.
Kind of Tapu, yeah. Instead, he's just gonna one shot of Obama Snow. Like, there's nothing you.
Oh no, you're right, Mike. But still, like, it would have killed. Like, all that aside, like, it would have Thunderbolt would have killed, and you wouldn't have got your Tailwind off. Cresselia wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
that.
we don't talk about the ifs, ands, and what ifs.
We talk about.
Oh no. I don't know who lied to you, but we talk about all that.
So we got a Will-O-Wisp out of the practically, honestly, just useless at this point now.
Oh yeah, no, it's over.
Yeah. Oh, is he already down with one Pokemon? Oh god, that's right. I think he's
It's over.
Yeah. Zekrom just here to try and pad some more stats
And
on.
he probably doesn't have anything on that bird to really do good damage to Drifloom anyway.
Yeah.
Jay Wade, bro, my man. I hate to be hard on you, and I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but like, you gotta learn
You love
what's
sounding
more
like a
important to
jerk.
get rid of.
You gotta really think. Sometimes the thing that supports is usually better to kill than
Yeah.
offensive stuff. Because once you
Especially in Weather Wars, like the first thing you learn in a Weather War is
That's-
get rid of that
that's adorable,
weather.
actually. He brought Soak on the Lantern so you get super. Zek.
Do you think he did that just to be cute, or do you think he did it knowing that he could bust off cheeky shit off of this little guy? I mean, it would have already been super effective if he was flying.
That's true. Honestly, I think he just did it to show.
But
I had
that
the
was
option to soak the shit
Yeah.
out of you.
but yeah, man.
Sometimes the support on a team.
Hey, wait, you gotta learn what are the problem mods to get rid of, and especially in a Weather War,
Yeah.
you gotta get rid of that weather like immediately.
There's
Especially when you have like the ability to kill it in one shot.
there's certain things you have to prioritize over things. Sometimes the support on a team is the backbone of the team, and
Oh, absolutely.
The backbone, like the rest of it just starts falling down.
Yep.
Yeah, so, speaking of that, let's go on to the next match.
Which is
Ian versus John.
So, here we have myself versus John. Still, by the way, if you guys want to get these Giratinas, just drop a Magikarp off in GTS asking for a level 100 Giratina, and let us know in chat, we'll send it out. Anyway, this is, me versus John. Like, honestly, like, I needed a win, we all needed wins, alright? We all wanted the wins. And,
we all need wins.
I actually didn't get much, if any, practice at all on this. I adjusted the team a little bit, but it's pretty much the same as my original team idea that I had come up with earlier in the week. And we had to delay the match a little bit because he got off late on Friday, and I ended up being super tired.
He also ended up having issues with his DS.
Oh yeah, his DS was also like fucking up, but that's a side point. So we ended up being a little late. We had our match yesterday, but I was shook, man. Especially when you get the delay, like you get that anxiety going on, you know.
Like I mean, honestly though, like real talk, like you could have took that L. You should have gave it to him. You should have been a real friend.
Okay.
Should have let him 5-0 you, dude.
Okay. But, so, we got this match, me versus him, and I just happened to notice that, like, everything in its mom on his team was pretty much weak to fighting. So, like, I think there's only, like, there's only one Pokemon that doesn't have a fighting move on my team.
What up?
Everybody's ready to fuck them up. And the Pokemon that I didn't really plan for were Salazazel and Scolipede, so I was a little shook when I saw Scolipede, because I only had a couple answers for it.
Yeah, man. You gotta be careful with the poison point.
And, well, he theoretically was, Speed Boost 1 this time, so it could go off at any time. But I just knew that, like, I had to both control weather or control the situation. Sweet, new follow. Thank you for following. If you want a Giratina, drop a Magikarp off on GTS and we'll send it out. Anyway, I knew that I had to take care of his weather or control the weather situation because Exadrill could just run amok on my team. And I also needed to be able to, like, fuck Excadrill up. That was like my whole thing. But that was my plan. And then I know he likes to fake out and stuff, so I brought Bruxish just as like a counter to that, but also to like, you know, intimidate him away from faking out. So
using priority in general.
yeah, he's using his Greninja that he got 2 weeks ago now, and his Excadrill, which is the first time he's using it in the league. It's a big threat, especially in Sand, which I also had Sand, so I had to like definitely not bring Sand. I mean, I knew Sand was coming, but then he got, you know, his fake out support and stuff, and Dialga's just a big beefy bitch. So I'm you know, when we coming in, I was just like, fuck, like one wrong move, just like you guys were saying earlier, especially with some of these Pokemon out here, like one wrong move and the momentum shifts and there's no going back. So
a lot of offensive things I can just one shot you out of nowhere.
Exactly. So without talking too much more about that, you guys ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. We got
All
this
right,
John
PLC
versus me match.
fam. If you're trying to get that shiny Giratina, hashtag drop yo fishy boys. Hashtag get yo spooky boys. Get that spooktacular centipede on your
Dan,
team.
you're in charge of hashtags from now on.
Shut up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Shut up.
I bring out
Hashtag I'm
I bring
the
out
greatest. Hashtag king. Hashtag best.
I knew
champ
that
ever.
I was gonna outspeed him with a Mach Punch if he didn't bring, if he brought in Gigalith. I was still gonna hit Gigalith with a Mach Punch and do a significant amount of damage. So I targeted him, and then I targeted him with close combat, just like anticipating this. And this is where he fucked up. So he uses Mat Block, which does not have priority, and the only reason it didn't work was because I did a priority move, and then I used Zeraora, and Zeraora's way faster. So, like, he wasted that move and gets a Sword Dance off, unfortunately. His plan did not work. And now I'm free to kill either of these guys, pretty much.
I don't agree with the Sword Dance on the Excadrill. I would have.
Well, if he had done Mat Block, he would have gotten basically like a free Sword Dance.
I would have just prioritized killing the Zeraora.
Excadrill.
Now he's faster, but I can just Mach Punch and kill it, so he's switching it out for... This was a bad switch because I'm attacking with a fighting type move. But I Mach Punch what would have been the Greninja. It hits and almost kills Gigalith, and I close combat on entry this. So this is pretty much just one wrong move went the wrong way.
You really just want to take care of your users. You want to have them take as less hits as possible. I personally just don't like.
Right now I'm two close combat drops already, so I was like, I gotta switch him out eventually. He might protect, obviously, but I brought my Z move, so I'm using Z fighting on him. You know, if he protected whatever with Mach Punch, that doesn't matter. And I'm gonna Z fighting his Dialga. And we'll see what it does. This is Z close combat. I've already dropped 2 stages by the original one in defense, so I'm like super vulnerable.
I'll be honest, I would have never predicted it with Z close combat. I would never saw that.
Boom. With the protect, he does survive, but barely. And I have faster Pokemon with a priority attacker on here. And there's no way that this Gigalith is going to outspeed either of them, so I'm really just going to get a free kill if he does, like Mach Punch it. Just in case it outsped Zeraora on anything, it doesn't, but just in case. And then go ahead, screw it, 3 drops.
Dude,
I mean, honestly, you just keep it in there, just do work on it.
You could have gave John the win. Honestly, you're a bad friend.
Now his Sand is gone, the Excadrill is on the bench. Sand is up, but like, I can go ahead and shut it down anytime I want with Politoed, so he loses speed priority on Excadrill.
Now here comes a Scolipede, along with the Salazzle.
Yeah, so these are both poison, and then there's a fire type out there, so Breloom, I'm like, I don't know if I'm bringing you in or not, but
One of them has Fake Out too, so...
Yeah, exactly. So I do switch weather to go ahead and, like, now it's a moot point. You know what I mean? Like, now it doesn't matter anymore. and I protect.
Salazzle gets the fake out, but it's gonna hit the Braylon. Do anything. So that gets wasted. But the poison
Yeah,
jab,
he was really going for killing Braylon, which would have worked too. He gets the speed boost off now. I'm a little shook. I'm seeing if Braylon can outspeed or survive one of these guys.
Interesting on the poison jab there.
And
but,
he hit with the sludge wave, which I was like, does he survive? And he definitely does not survive. So
yeah, Braylon goes down for the count.
yeah, and now I'm like, this Scolipede could run amok if I don't shut it down soon. I hit Scald off on Silzazel, which Oko's obviously. Silzazel?
Doesn't really have any
Salazzle.
Salazzle.
And he gets another speed boost off. Now I'm like, I need to just smack this Pokemon in the mouth.
That's a Lazzle Dazzle.
It is my match, bro. But Lola Bunny comes in, huge power Aqua Jet straight to Scolipede's mouth. Doesn't kill it. He gets a free poison jab off, or not free, but off on Azumarill. Eats it, and then I get a Scald off, killing Excadrill. So
honestly, I don't think there's anything he could do there. Probably just protect on the. You can protect on the Excadrill, but like it doesn't.
Yeah, there's. I mean, it literally like at this point it's like. You know what I mean? Like this Greninja's got 1 HP. You know what I mean? Like.
You got way too much priority to deal with, honestly. Like, he didn't really have an answer.
Yeah,
for
so
Pokemon with priority.
I Aqua Jet that Scolipede. He's finally dead. He goes ahead and Gunk Shots Proteins me and kills my Azumarill. So I lose 2 Pokemon. Well, I really was wanting to kill the Scolipede.
No, I meant the Scolipede should have protected.
Oh,
Because I would have been. Yeah, because like, the other thing is effect. Like, that's a big friend. You know they're going to try and target you and kill it.
And then I get the free kill.
The Greninja's like the minor priority because it's just died just on it.
And that's that.
There's a match.
Yeah. And it's fast, but you see how like one wrong play like really went wrong for him. Like the first move went wrong, and then he swapped in 2 fighting types to, or I mean 2 like a rock and a steel type to eat literally 2 free fighting hits, which took all of their health almost.
Only real suggestion I can make is if you're gonna make a switch, don't switch something in that's weak to the move of the thing you're switching out.
Yeah, you want to switch in.
Like Excadrill is gonna die to close combat, so don't bring in something else that's gonna die to close combat.
But the only thing he really had was just fighting with Skull.
I mean,
he didn't have a lot to rely on. He could have brought Scolipede in, I guess.
I get that, but like that would have been a lot better than just having Dialga start off the game with
eating a close combat. Yeah.
With these Asterisks, you really need to take it because those things can single-handedly.
Yeah.
You want them to be as like, top percentage as possible.
Yeah. Once you get a swing on, especially because, like I said, so much of his team was weak to fighting. Like the 2 Pokemon, like 3 Pokemon on here aren't weak to. Well, technically Greninja is. I did Mach Punch it for almost KO without the sash that he had on it. Like I could have just done fighting moves on his whole team all day, and I had fighting priority with technician support and stab bonus. I had basically one of the fastest Pokemon in the meta with a fighting, like one of the best fighting type moves on him. I was just spamming him.
I knew it had to be a relief for you when he didn't bring Talonflame.
Talonflame I was a little shook by Talonflame, yeah. That probably would have been a good one to have on this team, actually. Probably instead of Salazzle or Salazzle.
Oh, absolutely. Just because of, like the priority Brave Bird,
Would have definitely been a beast,
Take out Braylon.
He was probably thinking, I don't want to get hit by sand and lose my priority. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's like at that point, like safety goggles is a thing.
Safety goggles is a thing. But that's that match. Those are now, if you count Jordan and Speakman's match that didn't get played, those are the first 3 matches right there, technically. Now we have you versus Jay, so you can go ahead and talk about this one.
Alright, so I kind of expected Jay to bring Hail, because, like, I knew he had Vanillix, I knew he had Kyrium. So I was kind of like, if he brings Hail, I'll bring Sun, to try and counter that.
Weather
You know,
Wars.
Yeah, Sun's got a pretty good matchup versus Hail teams usually. So the idea I came in with was leading with Torkoal and leading with Lunala. I figured that because of like all the ice Pokemon and like Lugia, the best thing I could do for myself was leading the game off with Stealth Rock, because that way it breaks Lugia's multi-scale automatically on the Switch, and it kills like any ice type coming in. So
Yeah.
that was my game plan right there. Start off with Stealth Rock and then answer whatever else you got. I come in with this Lunala, and Lunala was like, it's kind of like my cleanup mon right here. I kind of was like debating on like what to bring, like Calm Mind or whatever, but I was like, Darmanitan and Crawdon are really scary, so like I'm not going to try and set up Calm Minds while I got those beasts, lurking in my face and going to punch me in any minute. So I was like, you know what? Let's go Choice Scarf. So I went Choice Scarf with Lunala to kind of like outspeed him and hit his Lugia with Moongeist, because it breaks through multi-scale because of its ability for the attack.
Is that basically
So-
like Mold Breaker?
Yeah, the attack is Mold Breaker. So. And it's super effective versus Lugia, so pretty clutch.
Yeah, pretty clutch.
Other than that, basic Sun Core, fake out support with Raichu and Mind Shell, and we got Ho-Oh, as our big beat stick. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Um,
On Jay's side, he's bringing, his Thundurus, Crawdon he picked up last week. He's got his Kyurem White, which is a big boy. He's always been a big Sableye fan, so like seeing Sableye, I mean that's a clutch Pokemon. And then he's been using the shit out of his Lugia, so pretty solid team on his part. No weather advantage, so he's not super worried about weather typing here, and maybe even relying on your Sun to power up Darmanitan. I don't know. Against your Venusaur possibly.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean,
I'll say going into this match, I was really afraid of Sableye, and honestly, my turn one, I kind of really made like a lot of misplays because of the Sableye, because I was really afraid of Quash. Quash like completely like negates my Choice Scarf basically, and just basically makes me have to sit.
and yeah, and so this match is pretty crazy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, go. Jackson in the background. There's one really crucial moment in the first turn. that
There's a lot
much
of
like
crucial.
much like the last game has far too large implications on the match.
You start off with the Lugia along with the Sableye support. Lugia is just like been one of the monsters. So
Like, honestly, like, I was debating so hard about Moongeisting the Lugia off the bat to break that multi-scale and, like, do, like, consistent damage, but I
You
was,
were
like,
scared of this guy.
I was really afraid of Sableye. I was just trying to get out the picture,
Alright,
because I didn't want to see
berry.
I didn't want to see gravity.
Yeah, that would have been bad. And oh, it's the wrong berry. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, you brought the wrong
It's the
berry.
wrong berry, so he got confused by it.
is
This
he?
is like-
Is this for real? Is this for real? Okay, I thought it was about to like confuse a Z move. Like no, like please don't confuse a Z move. Is that possible? Can that happen?
So he
Z
Brings
Tailwind.
Tailwind.
he brings
Yeah, that
Tailwind.
It gives him
Critical hit ratio.
because
And
Air
then-
Blast is a high crit ratio in the
boom.
first place.
He confused himself. He might have O-code Lunala even.
He
Gonna
wouldn't
get the
have
stuff
Oko
right.
Lunala for Shadow Shield. Are you kidding me?
He might have.
I'm thinking like hit it with like a foul play or something like that, and then get a crit. Yeah, but you know,
No.
that's true. Right? You don't know that. You do
Surf
not play-
under
I-
sun.
I know.
but he's just
So
trying to
we
do
get
some
a
good
surf
damage.
off. Surf off with the Lugia, or Sableye here, having no idea what's punch them in the face for the second time.
Yeah.
we get a heat wave off from Torque. And that's it for Sable. I didn't really get to do anything, honestly.
Yeah, he didn't mean to hit Surf, I'm pretty sure, either. Like, that was a mistake.
Yeah. So we have Tornadoes come out. Takes up a bit of damage.
Yeah, this really caught me off guard. The Prankster Rain Dance comes
Yeah.
out. I completely like blanked on him having Prankster Rain Dance. I kept really thinking like Thunderous, probably gonna have T-Wave and stuff.
And then he
Yeah.
should have done.
This
He
is
should have
something
done
that-
Surf this turn.
This is something nasty, dude. Gets like very off. It's already has high crit ratio too. So it's getting
And
to
then
that
oof.
point.
But
Gets the
that's a
one-shot
bulky
there.
bird.
That is a bulky bird. Takes a lot of damage from that. And we have a recovery.
Lunala's back
We
out.
have Lunala coming
I
out.
hate this bitch.
Still at full HP.
What did Lunala ever do to you?
She rivaled
Oh.
Solageo.
So this is the big mistake.
Misplay.
He tried to Thunderbolt the Lunala, but he forgot that Raichu has Lightning Rod, so it
And then-
just
I
redirected.
mean,
This
after
is
the first
just-
couple turns, he might have just been out of
Yeah,
it, even, you know?
And this is unfortunate. He gets a crit on his.
He gets a crit on his own Mon. 'cause
With
it's
Surf, damn. RNG.
And then we
Because it
get the,
confuses twice,
the
too.
move.
He hit his own confusion twice.
But there goes the Lugia down now.
But yeah, that was.
I
Like,
guess that's not
that
really
was,
RNG, because he had 2 stages of crit, so, like...
Yeah, I was about,
he was
I was about
bound,
to say,
he was
like,
bound
that,
to,
that,
he was bound to crit eventually.
Yeah. Crawdog coming out along with the
and he did crit the Torkola air.
yeah, here in white, another big monster house, but also
He also critted...
So right now I'm
Beast.
like I'm locked in the Moon Geist because of Choice Scarf, so it's like I have to get out of this Crawdon space.
you do not want to get a free knockout.
Shinko!
This was probably like the weaker switching, honestly, but like I was really not trying to risk taking like a rain powered like liquidation or whatever.
Even that
I would've- I
Aquajet
was
would have been
gonna
a big
knock
one
off.
too, because his
Wait,
like
yeah.
he's just a beast fucking Pokemon.
Blizzard comes in and there's no way to bash that this anything. Things just a machinish soul dagger.
I
Yeah.
like the name too.
Ho-Oh's out, being Big Boy Ho-Oh. You know what? That looks like a familiar Ho-Oh to me. I feel like I know
that
this
was
Ho-Oh
voiced-
from somewhere.
Oh yeah, it does look familiar now that I think about it.
I mean that's also fair too.
I heard somebody
I think it's
streamed a
like-
shiny Ho-Oh.
I think it's about... Show! That's the shiny Ho-Oh that I caught on the stream.
Earth power on the Raichu knocks it out, but it's already
that
done.
that was rough though, because if you saw like he switches in Darmanitan,
Yeah,
and
dive.
because of the special attack boost that he got, Raichu got from Lightning Rod, it was enough to OHKO to Darmanitan right there.
Hmm.
I think it was. I
And
think
Rock
it was,
Rock Slide would have fucked you up too.
we got the Crawdon coming back out now. I'm wondering what I didn't him. But at the same time, he switched out just because like Thunderthorn is normally just not a good.
Just so everybody knows, that's normally not the nickname of that Pokemon, but Zach
That
demanded
Pokemon.
it have its own nickname.
I'm sorry, it's named after one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Crawdon goes down. with the
Draco
blue blood.
Meteor! Fuck you,
It's not
dude.
enough.
Shinobu's bulk, man.
Bulk.
That's a bulk girl.
Bulk. Bulky ass bet.
They're a little thick, and even the monster that is Kira White can't take a Moon Blast, especially at like 20.
Like,
Down
yeah,
it goes
25%,
like that.
it's fucking fucked.
So yeah, Choice Scarf Lunala was like really helpful this match. Granted, you know, unfortunate factors happened in J, but like
The berry was like the big thing.
Yeah.
honestly.
and then the
Because
lightning,
who knows-
lightning rod too.
Well, Lightning Rod was bad, but like who knows what?
Well, I mean, I was
that
only
stayed
saying
alive.
that because of like Darmanitan died because of it.
Yeah. But still, like
Also,
if that stayed
exactly,
alive,
like, the Sableye could have done a lot of stuff
Really?
that, because Lunala, I'm sorry, Dan, I was agreeing with you.
no, not you.
Get the fuck
What?
out of here. My cats are running all over the place.
But you know, I mean, like that's why like we stress like make sure you're ready to go. Like,
Well,
you know, like before you go into the match, look over your team, make sure everything like works right. You know, if you have any like questions about a berry, just ask.
I don't. Anyway, let's move on to the
Time to get
last match.
Let's get these scrub matches. Time for the MVP.
This is the last match. It's also like a really good match. It's Dan versus Aris. So, Dan, you have the floor.
What? Thank you. So, the entire time, I was always expecting Darkrai where here, but that's something I feel like Aris is always usually prepared for, which is why like he hasn't Darkrai as much. Just the fear of having Dark spamming Pokemon out here is enough to like put. Sometimes you'll put like bad items on Pokemon, expecting, oh well, Dark Void me, but then it doesn't. Yeah. I wanted to bring it just in, and I had some good Darkrai. So this, my lead idea was expecting Lele Darkrai to be lead. So we had Crobat, which outspeeds both Lele and Darkrai, and I was originally thinking of Poison Crobat to try and one-shot the Lele, but I don't think it's gonna work. It was just in general just it had Tail and support. It was Tailwind with U-turn and Brave Bird just for a huge hitter. But the Jesus, I'm getting my confused. The Electivire set for this week, it was a follow me order because I had a few Pokemon on my team that I to get destroyed by his team because he has a lot of really big hitters. At the same time, I also put a berry led with Lele Darkrai. I was expecting Gravity Dark Wolf, and I was gonna wake up with the one.
I mean, yeah, and not to mention that Meowstic can get Gravity, which has priority Gravity.
Yeah, and so I was gonna wake up with the Lumberry and shot the. I also brought Ray because of Meowstic. I was expecting Meowstic in case it was free. A thing with that Reese told me too is that he to counter my Trick Room. I didn't bring Trick Room, so outside of like a little bit of support, he wasn't really supposed to high Meowstic. Other than that, this is the first time I'm bringing just for the top floor, just like Weather Wars, but with field to field. Conkeldur's just a monster. It was hacking a berry instead of a Sulfus because I gave it Sulfus top because I felt like it was more fun than that there. I brought Marowak this week because he has a few things that are weak to Ghost. He also has Gengar, and I was super scared because I thought expecting me to bring the blue, but she didn't. That was another thing that Marowak could count both of his stabs. And he also has Gengar in the mix too, so he's got a lot of good psychics and a lot of ghosts that I really wanted to capitalize on. And last but not least is my baby the Hoopa that I've been fond of since I got it. It's good against Lele, even with its neutral damage, but like it just turns off Protect. Even if it's not like super effective, just bringing something that says I don't care.
Go ahead and hit that shit.
Yeah, and like it's also got a lot of special. So even uninvested, it's not gonna get one shot by things like a Moon Blast on top of Lele or hit from Primarina. It was just overall like a strong line. I felt like the thing I needed. I just needed strong hitters.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. And like you said already, Reese was anticipating a Trick Room on your part, so he brings the team kind of around that. He also has his Darkrai and his Tapu, like he had the last couple weeks, supported by his Meowstic, who's a beast. Actually, that Meowstic is a beast of a Pokemon. Like, it's so cool somehow.
And he also brought in Mamoswine. I'm thinking he brought in for Tailwind support. I was expecting it a little bit, so I put Salmon down on the bench for this week, and I felt like Crobat was a better Tailwind here.
Yeah.
Scraffies are really strong, really bulky, Intimidate user. Takes a lot of hits, regains HP with Drain Punch, and it's just a heavy hitter.
Yeah, that's a great Pokemon.
We all know Primarina. It's just special attacker.
Yeah.
Hit.
Well, let's go ahead and start this off. You guys ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
So when he led with since he led with Mana Swine and Scrafty, my game plan in my head was kind of changing. I was not expecting this to be, but I'm gonna wait for this little bit of a match just is a big annoyance. Selective fire. Crobat, it doesn't matter. It's got U-turns, which I really needed to do. Also, Crobat's a little bit bulky by itself naturally, but I'm getting the as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take too many hits. I bring out the Conkelder for a good because like it's bulky. U-turn for a little bit of free damage. I'd rather do that than switching out. I just brought back the Kong, just me obviously forgetting that in the match. Bringing it back out because it's also good against Scrafty because of Brick Break. It's also good against Mana Swine again from Brick Break. He gets a knockoff on the Conkelder, knocking off the berry. That's something else too. I really wanted to keep the Electivire too in case he ever. I just want to get that surprise factor of, oh, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Electivire is gonna take a big hit from my surprise. Here's the whole tier set. I really needed him. I'm pretty sure this Meowstic. I'm not sure what. I just want to break the substitute because I can't let this thing just have free hit.
Yeah.
And I get a Drain Punch because I was.
Ew. Nice Stray Punch. Right, is he cutting in and out for you, Zach?
I can't remember. And then he just brings the cat out back again. He's trying to like push me, grind me down with his
Yeah, like he's just basically like decreasing the effectiveness of your moves in general.
Yeah. So I was kind of feeling like he was gonna switch. Double targeted the this one. So I wanted to. Luckily, Rock Slide didn't flinch much by here. It was only low.
He went Rock Slide.
Yeah. He wanted to get the flinch, honestly.
I'm surprised he didn't try going for Earthquake, honestly.
Well, he didn't want to hit his fucking Scrafty.
Well, I mean, you know, just to kill the Electivire.
I also have Top of Blue too, so if I gotta switch it out, it like mitigates it. But here comes the Lele. Lele setting up the Psychic Terrain.
Yeah.
So
I was only saying that because like Scrafty wouldn't have died from Earthquake.
So I'm kind of expecting, like, I don't want Conkelder to die yet, so instead of switching out, I'm getting the in.
So to follow me, bro?
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow me.
I didn't even know that Electivire could learn that.
Yeah.
You are the worst. Bragging about the mods you make.
Yeah.
You know, I can learn that.
I get a Drain Punch, Conkelder. Takes out most of his AP. I wanted to kill off just to make sure I get some damage from Lele.
His brags.
That would mean that that's an XD Gale of Darkness Electivire.
Gale of Darkness.
Hey, thank you for following us. We appreciate it.
So
Dan, what's the nickname about? The Kazuzu?
Oh, it's from an episode of Futurama.
Oh, which one was that?
It was like a bat friend, like some giant bat demon friend that Professor
Kazuzu!
Yeah.
And then he said like ennui to you all.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
so
cool.
I got that
I like
knocked off on the Lele, and I was kind of expecting him to start just spamming knockoff on the Marowak because like just getting the bone off.
Not only that, but hitting with that fucking dark attack.
Yeah. So I protect here, which is a good get the good turn for.
This is where the game changes. It goes up
shift
to the 100th percentile.
Yeah.
He goes for psychic on Broad Bull.
Broad Bull takes a hit with the
like
assault
a
vest.
freaking
Broad Bull
champ.
Broad Bull drops a material, searches.
Bulu's just like
get some healing around.
That?
Yeah, Bulu's a
free search.
So here I was going. I felt like he was gonna switch into either Darkrai or
Twitch.
Broad Bull turns into Dryden.
Switching into Darkrai.
Overlay Dryden over Broad Bull.
Primarina.
Detach material to destroy Darkrai.
Bro,
either-
wood hammer powered by grassy terrain.
Yeah.
Too strong, bro. Too
And I just went for
strong.
thinking that he was just gonna keep in the scrappy, but he switched out.
Hit him with the
But I was thinking
cram.
he was either switching out for Darkrai or switching out for Primarina, expecting like just for an attack from Marowak. So I was like, I'm just gonna be safe with Hammer instead of like superpower. So just in case, and it didn't matter. It was max attack.
It
Brings
worked
back
out.
the second terrain with Lele. I don't really have a lot of priority in my team ever, but he brings back Scrappy to kind of get more intimidate drops because most of my things are just
Physically,
one-shot
yeah.
him.
Physically offensive, yeah. So he's just
Yeah.
capitalizing on it.
Here he gets a protect off, which is good. I just go for the shadow and no, I'm sorry. I go for Horde Leech or in the Lele because he's gonna one shot when he heals that. I was expecting him to switch the back out for the cat, so I went for Shadow Bone predicting it, and I over predicted, so didn't really do any damage to the Scrappy, but it's fine. I'm switching out the blue because I want to keep it alive, and I don't really need the tail anymore
Playing Rapirior.
for the Crobat, so
Discard
I'm just gonna
Rapirior to search.
do a lot, but it did its job.
It did its job. It did its
So we
thing.
take the hit.
Change
It kazooed.
Change the field.
Terrain. Yeah, I keep protect spamming with this.
Field spell activate.
I go for attack, protect, attack, protect.
I think it's really crazy that he's like
He
falling
really
for
wants
that
it.
combo too. Like he's like
Yeah.
getting into that bait.
He really wants to get the Marowak's item off because once the item's off, it's practically just useless. But I get the Horn Leech here on the Scrappy, takes a huge hit out, and I'm basically almost back to full HP.
Dan's like, I am tired of this Scrafty, yo.
It's the Scrappy was a big problem. He finally, I just want to get this out of here.
Thick
Man,
clubs
that took a
out.
lot.
Yeah, so it's not.
Shadow
If it had the
bonus!
club, it will one shot the cat.
Oh, absolutely.
But we get a defense drop, which is unnecessary, but it's
You
nice.
weren't feeling as thick there.
No.
T-I-H.
And
The Shadow
I kinda
Bone
wanna-
didn't have a bone behind it.
So I kind of wanted to keep the Marowak for a turn, just because like it's extra fodder. Like it can take a hit from something else. He wants to This is clutch here too. I get the but after he helping handed his Scrappy,
Yo.
and Scrappy flinches.
Never,
I have no
in the,
idea.
never in the history of Pokemon has a flinch been more needed.
I don't know if he was gonna like punch me or whatever, but I just get a free hit because expecting like switch it out.
Yo, you
Defense
keep
drop.
shadow boning it though. You keep shadow
Screw it.
boning it.
Like it's just generic bit of sad. Like
It just made me laugh. I was like, you keep doing it.
What are your other moves on him?
it has Flare Blitz, which it's gonna die. Like I could have used Flare Blitz.
It would have died, yeah.
Yeah, why not? So I get the Horn Leech, finally taking those Scrappy, and I'm unblockable. That's just like my key thing I want to keep alive. I just want to keep turning off.
You're just using that terrain and the horn leech to just keep him healthy.
Yeah.
Keep
So
his,
get another Shadow Bone, because why not just keep Shadow Bone?
keeping
Yeah,
up that
2 seconds.
calcium.
Now he sets a Trick Room because the rest of his Pokemon are slow. The problem is that like Marowak's definitely the slowest Pokemon in the game. Like
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
Trick Room,
Yeah. Marowak's still a problem, bro.
but he brings out the Primarina, which I'm expecting like a big hit here. So I just want to keep my tough play. Like I want to keep it as healthy as possible. Like I said with John Legendary. So I bring out the Conkeldurr mostly to take a hit, and if it survives, punch.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
so the Shadow Bone is out for the cat. So
Get out of here, keep
had a little
it.
bit.
Finally dies.
Go, which
That's
is a good thing I switched out because it's not too.
And it finally, yours finally dies. And then he dies.
We're both down, especially with Hoopa here, who does not look like this. And then we have the Boo coming back out. I didn't like this because I couldn't set my turn. So he's got
Yeah,
like
once that runs out. Is Bulu faster
Yeah, that's
than
scary.
Fanny?
no,
Well, I was gonna say I wonder how that would have worked if like they came out at the same time, and then like I was wondering if like Psychic Train would have dropped and then Bulu's train would have dropped again, but no, apparently not. So it must have been slower than your Bulu.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I wasn't really thinking. I should have would hammered.
Honestly.
But you survive.
He did it because he was expecting me to bring it to turn my trick room on.
I get
Elsa. Oh, that's probably why it happened, because Trick Room swapped you guys' like...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's why his terrain stayed.
And then... this...
Boom, 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 just punching it in the face from all directions. And it's
we didn't use any Z-moves, actually.
And it's game.
Yeah.
2-0. Good game.
2-0.
Good.
It's very close.
Match. It was a super close match. It was a really clutch match. I think Bulu definitely did like the most shit. You know, Bulu was probably like
Bulu. That's why I was saying wait for the MVP, because in my opinion, Bulu was MVP, bro.
If we're
that
gonna
dude
vote on
just
it, you know, I guess we
taking like just smashing stuff.
Bulu taking hits.
It would damage itself with the Woodhammer, but then the terrain and the Horn Leeches just kept bringing it back to full health. Like, bruh, you could not take down that Bulu, bro. Full too strong.
Yeah,
I'll take the stats, y'all.
So he wants that, so because you guys are top 2 now, Reese drops down below, or he's like he's like 1 point ahead of Zach, in the new scores now. Like literally a point, they have the same score, so that's a crucial difference there. And then you are, I think you're #1 spot, but like, it's still tight.
It's really close.
But
Or wait, no. Mike pulled up ahead, I think, because he had 10, and then he got a 4. So like, you only got 2. You had an 11. So Mike pulled ahead of you by 1.
By 1
kill.
But
Wow.
Cleaner, Jay was voting for the MVP to be, what was it?
Mewtwo?
He said it here. No, he said
Zero Aura.
He said Zero Aura should have been MVP.
Who says where do you see this?
Huh? This was earlier.
It was
Jay,
a lot earlier in the
Twitch
chat.
chat.
I know,
Jay
I'm saying,
said,
yeah, but now he might have changed his mind after seeing all the other Pokemon.
Oh. Yeah. I was just saying, like, those are the 2 in contention, yo. Any of y'all feel like there's an MVP out there?
We're gonna vote on.
You got one.
You guys in the chat want to tell us who you thought was the MVP Pokemon?
Who did you think was the MVP, the most valuable player in these games?
Probably gonna say Bulu myself.
Honestly, Bulu, bro. Bulu did that work, yo.
Not to sway the viewers, but
Bulu got that juju, but Zero Aura and Bulu are up for contention. Anybody else got a recommendation? Y'all feel like anybody else pulled their weight more? Primarina, okay.
Primarina is okay. Got the double knockout without.
I mean, like that was
same
cool.
time they were really
cool,
well.
but I don't really agree though. Nah.
let me see.
Bulu was too strong.
Bulu for me, I mean, I'm being biased, but Bulu tanked got a savage.
Bulu
did pretty well.
Okay, so we actually do gotta vote for Zero Aura. Yeah, okay, we got Zero Aura in there. We got some Bulu votes.
We got some Bulus.
So Zero Aura's only got 1 vote officially. I'm gonna have to give it to Bulu, honestly.
Yeah,
myself,
so it looks like
but-
Bulu wins.
Well, let's wait till But while we wait for that, I'm actually still trying to give away these Giratinas, but might as well show you guys what we're giving you next week. That will be the next Sunday. Let me come up with this calendar because I'm an idiot. The 17th of February at 6:30 p.m. we will be giving away a new Pokemon. So, a couple of things about this Pokemon. Its hidden its hidden ability is Defiant, and the only way to get it as Defiant, it cannot be shiny. So this week's giveaway is not shiny. or next week's giveaway is not shiny, but it is Thunder or Tornadus. Sorry, almost got it wrong. Tornadus, Jolly with the Defiant ability, Acrobatics, Superpower, Knockoff, and Protect. This is a great Pokemon. I noticed we didn't put an item on it, but that's whatever because you guys are gonna put whatever you want on it anyway.
That's the whole point, as acrobatics.
Oh right. Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. So,
Mike, what's a Giratina?
Yeah, it's supposed to have no item because it has
hey,
acrobatics.
I mean, we got plenty of those Giratinas lying around, Mike. I got
and
you.
it's like it's actually stab, so it's actually strong.
Awesome, yeah, so it's a great Pokemon. You guys can grab that next week when we watch the stream on the 17th of February at 6:30 p.m. For a little bit longer, I'm going to continue to give away Giratinas here, so you guys can catch those. It's been a great week. What's up?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, one, Jay, thank you for the honorary. Yeah, Lunala has been pulling through for me in these trying times.
Lunala's some cheeks.
Aww. How could you?
We had fun this week, though. Yeah, you can get one, Jay, man. You know how to get one. Drop a, you know what I'm saying? Drop a Magikarp in GTS, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so guys, what are your thoughts for the next coming weeks? What's on your minds?
Well, let's look at the schedule here. Next week is me and Dan, so that's gonna be interesting.
Ooh. Dan's gonna mop you, dude. You saw that Bulu, bro. You can't do anything.
It's gonna be John versus Jay Wade. Alright, fine, I'll just trade it to you directly, Jay, since we're friends. Then it's John versus Jay Wade, like I said, me versus Dan, Jordan versus Aris. So Jordan got his free W from both of those players. Actually got one surrender from Speakman, so now they're gonna clash with each other. Maybe Jordan can come out on top. Then Jay gets to fight Speakman. Speakman super thirsty for a W. Jay mad pissed about his last match, probably gonna try to stomp. And then Mike versus Zach. Ooh.
Mike, I see you in that Twitch chat, and I just gotta tell you, Mike, I appreciate all of the advice and all of the helping and testing you've given me this past couple weeks. They've been really helpful, but I'm gonna just let you know something. Next week, you're going fucking down! You are going down, bro! The rivalry is back!
Oh yeah,
I'm going to
that's
stomp
a really
you
great,
worse
that's a really
than
great
week
point.
1, season 2, when Mudsdale rocked your booty cheeks. I am going to prove why I won the championship, bro. It's over.
So that is a great match, actually, because they had some clutch matches last season, and they were both against each other in finals of last year, which Zach ended up winning. So Mike,
and I'm gonna show you just why I won.
Mike out for revenge.
Mike, you're mine.
You guys want this guy? You see this guy? You can grab him. You toss a Magikarp up on GTS. I'll send it out to you. Giratina, he's a thick boy. Next week, if you want this guy, you can get this guy.
I'm hitting Speaking with the force of 1,000 Tims.
That's gonna be crazy matches. I'll continue to give these Pokemon away if you guys continue to drop Magikarps in. Hopefully we got a couple of you guys to follow and enjoy Pokemon a little bit more. And as always, it's been a pleasure. My name is Ian. I'm your host. We have Zach as well.
Yo.
And Dan.
Alright.
It's been a pleasure, guys. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place, because there's no more football going on. At Pokemon League Championship on Twitch.tv. See you guys next week.